The Ultra Space Wonders event is starting around the world in Pokemon Go, and today, as always, I want to get you guys up to speed on this event. I am a little bit sick, so let me just pop this Tylenol, and let's get right into it. Okay, so this event is going down May 23rd, 10 a.m. to May 28th, 8 p.m. your local time. First of all, we have the debut of Naganadel making its debut during the event, which you can evolve any Poipole you catch. There has been 2 available, 1 paid, 1 free, for 200 candies, and after making your buddy and catching 20 Dragon-type Pokemon. So like similar to like Annihilate, for example, you have to make Poipole your buddy, catch 20 Dragon-types, and then 200 Poipole candies. We'll discuss if Naganadel is any good later in this video. Bonus during event will be 2 times XP for defeating Ultra Beasts and raids. Wild spawns will be Ekans, Zubat, Tentacool, Coughing, Skunky, Krogunk, Trubbish, Skrelp, Marini, and rare spawns for Dratini. Oh, and yeah, you did see that right. Shiny Marini is the new shiny during this event. 1-star raids will be Paldean Wooper, Hisuian Quillfish, Hisuian Sneasel, Bagon, and Dino. 3-star raids will be Galarian Weezing, Druddigon, and Turtonator. 5-star raids in the Eastern Hemisphere will be Stakataka, and in the Western Hemisphere will be Blacephalon, which we'll talk about if those are good later in the video. Both Stakataka and Blacephalon cannot be shiny, by the way, for their release. And Mega Raids for Mega Pidgeot. There'll also be a new avatar item. You can get the Naganadel jacket and pants in the shop, as well as exclusive Pokestop showcases for different event-themed Pokemon. We'll also have some exclusive field research tasks during the event with the tasks: catch 10 Pokemon for a Nidoran encounter in the male or female version, power Pokemon 10 times for Marine encounter, and win 3 raids for a Jangmo-o. There's also a task for Goomy and Trubbish. I'm not 100% sure what those are at the time. Check the first pinned comments. You can check out those tasks there. Also, the final page of the World of Wonders special research is going to be unlocked. You can check it out on screen on the final page. It gets you some more Poipole candies, a couple rare candies, different stuff like that. Also be an exclusive $5 paid timed research you can buy. This does expire, so make sure you complete it during the event if you buy it. Tasks will be on screen. You can check them out. Not too bad, but again, it's going to be up to you whether it's worth your coins or not. There'll also be exclusive collection challenges during the event. You can check out the tasks on screen. Pretty easy to do. Make sure you complete these. You get a couple Marini encounters, which of course can still be shiny. With the event details away, let's get right into the tips, starting with, as always, what are the best spawns to catch during this event? First of all, Zubat, which you can evolve into the middle stage Golbat, which does see some play in some limited Great League Cups and in the Great League in itself. Tentacool's in there, which you can evolve into Tentacruel, which does see some play in some limited Great League Cups as well as in the Ultra League. Coughing is in there if you want to get some candies for a Galarian Weezing, which does see some play in the Ultra League. Coughing can also be a Ditto disguise, so if you're trying to catch Ditto, catch those Coughings during this event. Stunky is in there, which evolves into Skunk Tank, which is pretty good in the Ultra League. Krogunk's in there, which evolves into Toxicroak. Toxicroak is a good Poison-type Ray-attacking Pokemon, as well as being decent sometimes in the Great League and in the Ultra League. More of a fringe meta pick though. Trubbish is in there, which does get you 750 Stardust per catch, so definitely catch those Trubbishes because that's just going to be getting you more Stardust. Skrelp's in there, which evolves into Dragalge, which does see some play in some limited Great League Cups like the Halloween Cup. Same with Marini, which evolves into Toxapex, does see play in some limited Great League Cups like the Halloween Cup, even the Remix Cup. And finally, Dratini is in there, which evolves into Dragonite. Dragonite is great in the Master League as well as a Dragon-type Ray-attacking Pokemon. Not a bad grab at all. Now, something we don't have spawning, but I'm sure you guys are wondering if it's any good, is going to be the new Naganadel. Again, you could evolve your Poipole into a Naganadel for 200 candies while catching 20 Dragon-type Pokemon with it as your buddy, but is it actually worth doing that? Let's talk about it. Well, Naganadel is going to be a Poison and Dragon-type Pokemon, have a base attack of 263, stamina of 177, and defense of 159, with a max CP level 50 of 3,587. For fast moves, it can learn Poison Jab and Air Slash, and for charge moves, Sludge Bomb, Acrobatics, Fell Stinger, and Dragon Pulse. Now, as far as PvP goes, looking against Naganadel against the Great League meta, it doesn't really have a lot of great matchups, as you can see here, only beating a Azumarill. In the Ultra League, a little bit better, picking up a couple different wins, but again, a lot of blue circles here, which means it is losing those matchups. And in the Master League, yeah, this is just horrendous, not good. But this Pokemon is actually pretty good for raids. Naganadel is actually going to be the number 3 overall Poison-type Ray attacker in Pokemon Go, including Megas, so only behind Mega Beedrill and Shadow Toxicroak in terms of damage per second, making it a very effective Pokemon to use in raids. Again, it's going to be a hard Pokemon to power up all the way because you need the Poipole candies, which you need to get from rare candies or research, but still not a bad Pokemon by any means. Other than that though, this Pokemon, not great for PvP, just use it for raids if you have a good IV one. On the topic of raids though, what are the best raids to go after during this event? Well, in the 1-star raids, we can kind of really avoid everything except Bagon's in there, which evolves into Salamence. Salamence does have a Mega Form in the game and is a good Dragon-type Ray attacker. Dino is also in there, which evolves into Hydreigon, which is a good Dark-type Ray attacker. But again, you need Legacy moves on both of those. Outrage for Salamence, Brutal Swing for Hydreigon. In the 3-star raids, we have Galarian Weezing, which again, I talked about being pretty good in the Ultra League, so great to grab one of those from the 3-star raids. It doesn't come around often. Druddigon's also in there, which does see some play in the Love Cup and different limited Great League Cups, but that's about it. That moves us into the 5-star raids. The new Stakataka and Blacephalon, are they any good? Well, starting off with Blacephalon, for any of you guys in the Western Hemisphere, this Pokemon is a Fire and Ghost type, has a stamina of 142, attack of 315, really high attack stat, and defense of 148, with a max CP LL 50 of 3,727. For fast moves, it can learn Incinerate and Astonish, and for charge moves, Mystical Fire, Shadow Ball, and Overheat. As far as PvP goes, this thing is not going to be good. It is way too squishy. Think of it as as like a Chandelure, but like worse because it doesn't have flame charge, don't expect much. But as a raid attacker, this thing is a beast. In the fire category, it's going to be ranked number 6 overall, including everything, Megas and Shadows, only behind Mega Blaziken, Mega Charizard Y, Shadow Darmanitan, Shadow Blaziken, and Shadow Chandelure. So a great Pokemon for that. But the best part is this Pokemon is a dual type attacker, meaning you can use this thing as a ghost type where it will be ranked number 5 overall behind Mega Gengar, Shadow Chandelure, Mega Banette, and then Blacephalon. If you're in the Western Hemisphere, do as many as you can. If you're not, try to remote in to get these because again, you power up Blacephalon and that's a ghost and a fire type raid attacker in one. Now, as far as Stack Attack goes, this Pokemon is going to be a rock and steel type, have a stamina of 156, base attack of 214, and defense of 298. Very defense weighted with a max CP 50 of 3,724. For fast moves, it can learn Rock, Throw, and Takedown, and for charge moves, Flash Cannon, Stone Edge, and Bulldoze. Now, as far as raids go, this thing is not going to be used. It does not have a high enough attack stat, but people are calling this thing the Master League Bastiodon. Yes, this thing has an insane defense stat and an insane defensive typing. It's just super thick. Now, taking a look at it in the Master League, its matchups, they don't really look that great. It does probably destroy Ho-Oh and a couple different Pokemon, but overall, I think this Pokemon in certain scenarios could just be really just game breaking because again, that typing and that defense is just amazing. This Pokemon also has a pretty good spread in the Ultra League as well, having a couple decent matchups. It's all going to depend on how it ends up dropping out and how the meta looks for if this Pokemon's going to get play or not, but just expect if you're coming into this thing, you're throwing a couple charge moves into it before it faints. Finally, in Mega Raids, we have Mega Pidgeot. Mega Pidgeot is a good flying type raid attacker, so not a bad Mega to raid by any means, but it's been out a while, so you might already have it. I've been getting a lot of questions from you guys about the Mexico City trip, and I want to answer them. If you don't know, September 28th to October 3rd, 2024, me and Pokemama are going to be in Mexico, and you can come with us. People have been asking me what we're going to be doing. Well, we have a full itinerary. This includes things like a cooking class, visiting pyramids, visiting local markets, visiting the city, and other included activities in the ticket. On top of that, we're going to be playing events like Spotlight Hours, Raid Hours together, and hunting for the local regionals. So a good mix of Pokemon Go. You also get to be part of a video that's going to be featured on the Pokédaxi channel. People are also asking me if it's safe. We're going to be in the heart of Mexico City, the tourist spot where it's very safe. And we're going to be accompanied by a guide the whole time, so we won't be getting into any sketchy situations. I'm super excited to go on this trip with you guys, and a lot of people are saying payment might be an issue. Well, to book one of the limited spots now, you actually only have to put down 25% of the total payment, and if money is a problem for you, you can also get a payment plan through Affirm to slowly pay for the trip over time if you can't pay for it all at once. Hope to see you guys in Mexico City with Pokédaxi and Pokemama. Back to the video. Okay, so that's all the best raids, but there's actually reasons to just raid, not just for meta relevant. That's because you have the bonus of 2 times XP from raiding Ultra Beasts. Yes, during this event, anytime you do a Ultra Beast raid, you're going to get 20,000 XP, 40,000 on a lucky egg. This can be an amazing way to grind a lot of XP in Pokemon Go. So over this weekend here, the 25th, 26th, if you and your friends can kind of plan a big meetup, do a bunch of Blacephalon raids, they're actually gonna be really easy to take down because it doesn't have a lot of defense. It's gonna be amazing for you to grind a lot of XP. Don't sleep on it, especially if you're trying to get a lot of XP and push towards level 50 or get ready for level 60, who knows. XP is not all though. We also have to talk about my candy tips in Pokemon Go because there's a lot of great sponsors of the event. So how do we grind and maximize the most amount of candies? Let's talk about it. First of all, use pineapple berries during this event. Regular pineapple berries will multiply your catch gain by 2 and silvers by 2.34. Don't sleep on the pineapple berries, they definitely help. Also, if you're gonna be doing a big long grind, I recommend dropping down Palkia's Spatial Rend Adventure Effect. You can pay Palkia candies and Stardust, use Spatial Rend, and it will double the spawn distance you can see, allowing you to see more Pokemon spawns, allowing you to catch more Pokemon, and of course, get more candy. But the most important candy tip is always to Mega Evolve appropriately. When you Mega Evolve a Pokemon, any Pokemon you catch that shares a type with that Mega, you'll get more candy, XP, and XL candy for that types of Pokemon. So we want to take a look at the spawns during this event and Mega Evolve appropriately, and this event is very clearly themed around Poison type Pokemon. So if you do plan on grinding some of the wild spawns, I would recommend Mega Evolving either a Mega Venusaur, a Mega Beedrill, or a Mega Gengar. However, if you do plan on doing some raids, especially for Blacephalon or Stack Attacka, those XL candies and candies from those Pokemon, those extra ones you'll get from Mega Evolving, can be very valuable. So do consider Mega Evolving potentially like a Mega Gengar, so you can get more candies for the poison types while also getting more candies for any Blacephalons you raid, for example. But Mega Evolve appropriately. You can also go ahead and trade away Pokemon. If you don't know when you trade away Pokemon, if the distance between where those 2 Pokemon were caught is over 100 kilometers, you're gonna get 2 regular candies and 1 XL candy. So save a bunch of Pokemon during this event and go ahead and trade them with a friend who might have some caught from a distance to get a bunch of extra candies and XL candies. But what you can also do is potentially wait until June 1st when we get the new season of Pokemon Go, which we could potentially get the return of guaranteed XL candy from trades. If we do get the return of that bonus, you can save your Pokemon until then you don't need to have this distance shenanigans. You can just trade any 2 Pokemon and you're guaranteed an XL candy. If that bonus does come back, I will update you here on the channel. Finally, you can go ahead and transfer Pokemon. We don't have any more 2x transfer candy events for the month, but you can go ahead and hold on to your Pokemon until June, where we hopefully have 2x transfer candy event when you can transfer away Pokemon. Okay, we're in the home stretch here. Metal tips. You need 35 platinum medals, go from level 48 to 49 Pokemon Go. Which one should we be working on during this event? First of all, of course, the type medals, specifically here, the poison medal, the Punk Girl, catch 500 poison types. If poison types spawn during this event, definitely work on this medal. We also have a big variety of raids, so make sure you do at least one of each raid that you've never done before to work on your Rising Star medal, defeat 150 species of Pokemon in raids. For example, raiding a Blacephalon and Stack Attack will get you 2 points towards this medal. Definitely worth doing at least one raid of them, even if you don't care about their meta relevance, just to get the point on the Rising Star. Finally, of course, the Showcase Star medal, win 100 Pokestop showcases. Of course, we do have showcases during the event. Try your best to win them. Always drop into the showcases that are, in the less busy, less populated areas. You'll have a higher chance of winning. Less competition. Less competition means higher chance of winning. Also, someone told me that every 100 showcases you win, you get an encounter with PhD Pikachu. Is that true? Someone let me know in the comments. Nonetheless, if you enjoyed this video, watch the one below. You will enjoy that one as well. Good luck during this insane Ultra Space Wonders event with all these new Pokemon. And I'm gonna go rest up because my throat hurts. Follow for tips. Peace.